Okay, so that was just a warm-up, and actually our principal, Ms. Craddock, is going to come in and address you, but she is being a principal and helping supervise a class. So she'll be in here in a minute. We actually have our 8th grade band joining us. Behind you is the 6th grade band. I'm going to say a few words. I think I probably need to unwind this microphone cord, and then when our wonderful new administrator comes in, she will address you as well. I am Mrs. Kirk. I'm the band teacher here at CMA. We also have another band teacher, Mrs. Dirksen, who's helping usher in our 8th grade. Behind me on the stage is our 6th grade beginning band. And we'll be talking about our different bands throughout the evening. But this is our first concert since the pandemic shut us down last spring and we were on our computers and we didn't get to do concerts on the stage. So I want to just say we're back, and it's very fun to be back here in the auditorium. A few things to go over, just kind of housekeeping issues because it's been a while since we've done a concert. As you can tell out here, it's quite dark, and up on the stage there's a lot of bright lights. Please refrain from taking pictures because those flashes can be really blinding. We will try to pause at the end of each group and let you get a picture of your student. If you have a young child who's crying or who's restless, feel free to step out into the lobby. We actually have those doors open. You will still be able to hear the band. When we are done playing our songs, we love applause. This is a reminder more for some of our students, but this is appropriate applause. Woohoo! Is not appropriate applause at a concert. So just remember this, our friends here in the front. I do see that Miss Craddock has come in. I told them you were supervising, as principals always do, so she's going to come up and say a few more words, and then Mrs. Dirksen will be taking the stage here and talking to you a little bit about our 6th grade band.
Good evening. For those of you who don't know me, I am the voice behind the annoying phone calls. Tara Craddock, nice to meet you. It is my first year at CMA, and I could not be more proud to have this group representing us. They're amazing, absolutely amazing. And if you think about it, and I don't know if Ms. Kirk brought that up, but the last time our 8th graders were on stage, they were 6th graders. These kids this is their first time. Our 7th graders, it's their first time. So we know that you are going to be as respectful as possible. We thank you so much for wearing masks. We welcome you, and on behalf of our band department, please enjoy the concert.
I think that was a plant, actually, so just as a reminder too, if your phone is on, go and take a minute and just make sure it's silent. I'm checking mine too because I always leave mine on, so just take a second there. And then Mrs. Dirksen will be working here with our very beginning band.
I would also like to add my welcome to you. My name is Mrs. Dirksen. I am the second band teacher here at CMA, and it is definitely my privilege to work with your students. So the students who are on stage right now, they are sixth grade beginners. When the school year started, most of them did not even know what instrument they wanted to play, and certainly hadn't started playing it yet. I mean, we had to do things like show them how to open the case, show them how to assemble the instrument. Maybe some of you as parents remember these steps that we did with your student. So the first song you probably recognized, maybe, okay? The next one, this one will show, the next couple of songs will show you another skill that we've been learning. It's not only what notes to play, but when to play them. Because now we're getting to music where we don't play all the same thing at the same time. So you will see in this next song, we'll have just the woodwinds will play first, then the brass will play, then we'll all play together. There's going to be a couple measures in there where no one plays at all, and then the trick is to see if we can all start up again at the same time. So, moving on with some new skills here. This one's called split decision.
Okay, this next song is actually in the program. It's listed as a section feature. You're going to get to hear different instruments in the band. So we'll kind of go through from some of our higher instruments all the way down. That one is really hard because, and we worked a lot on that, and maybe you might have even been told at home that probably more me than Mrs. Dirksen. We got a little cranky when they would play over each other's solos, but it's hard to sit there and wait, and they did such a nice job. And it's also fun to hear all the different instruments in the band and then hear how they all work together to make one big sound. Our final piece is March Steps. This is very tricky for us because it jumps back and forth between notes. It's really hard to believe that these students, when we started the school year, they didn't even know what they wanted to play, and then we were playing on mouthpieces, and I mean, they have come so far. The progress in the first year of band is phenomenal, so we are so proud of them. Let's clap for them one more time, and then we'll play our 23. All right, this is our final piece, March Steps.
The group that's on stage now is our 7th grade group. And this is actually 2 different classes combined. We have about 1/3 of them are beginners this year. This is their first year of playing. We don't typically have a 7th grade beginner class here at CMA, but because of the pandemic, you know, lots of things are different. and we wanted to give more children a chance to learn an instrument. So about 1/3 of these students are beginners this year. So they have just started learning their instruments as well, and they are doing phenomenally. About 40 of these students, or 50 of them though, are second-year players. They started their instruments online last year. Some of you probably remember that, hearing your students have band class, learning an instrument while sitting in their bedroom or their kitchen or wherever last year. So that was an interesting experience that I hope to never repeat. But nonetheless, we've gotten some amazing second-year players out of that. So our combined 7th grade band here will play 4 songs together, both groups, and then our beginners will leave the stage, and we will have 2 more songs played by just our second-year players. So here we are with our 7th graders, and we will start with a familiar thing we call Mozart Melody, but you probably will know it by a different name as well.
Sorry. Yep.
All right, so this is our seventh grade band of second year players, and as Mrs. Dirksen mentioned, these students started on computer screens. I remember when you all brought them up to school to pick up their instruments, and a few of you actually kind of laughed when I said, yeah, they're gonna learn how to play the trumpet at home sitting in their kitchen, because I think you were thinking it wouldn't happen, and I kind of was wondering if it would happen too. It was quite the experiment, but these students did so well, and I remember the first day that we had some of them back in the band room and we played that note, it was like, oh, they worked on their own at home. Never want to do it again, but what a cool thing. And so it's really special hearing them play because of just all the work that they put in at home on their own and the work they're continuing to put in now as they're in the band room every day. We love having them in class every day, though. We prefer that to being on the computer screen. So the first song we're going to be playing is Cardiff Castle. This is a concert band piece, so you're going to hear all kinds of different parts played by different instruments. And then we're going to end with Aftershock. Okay, this is our final group of the evening. This is our 8th grade band, third year players. The last time these students played a concert, they were beginners in the spring. So it's really fun to be back in here making music with them. Something that all of our band students do that we just think is so phenomenal, especially in this day and age of technology. We are a class where the minute they come in, and you can ask these kids when they get home because they probably complain about it, from the minute they come in the room, they are constantly engaged in physical activity, using their air, using their hands, using their mind. It's constant. We don't use devices in the band room. We don't use computers. It's all about assessing, playing, making music. There's mental energy, there's emotional energy, and it's a lot of work. And this class gets to do this at 8 in the morning, so that's super fun, yes. But they are playing so well. It's hard to believe that a year ago we weren't even in person. I know some of you witnessed the online band. We had tubas in kitchens, we had trumpets in bedrooms. I mean, it was all over, and we did this online experience. But it's fun to be back together making music. Our first piece is Gates of Orion. our final piece, March for a Norwegian Penguin. We want to thank you again for coming and for supporting your student. At the end of the concert, we're going to do a little bit of a delayed dismissal so we don't have 160 plus band kids in the band room at the same time. So we're going to have our 8th graders hang on stage for a little bit, and we will send our 7th and 6th, and we just ask that you meet them in the lobby. If there are a couple of you that feel like moving chairs, we love your help, so you can come up and help us with that. We will be playing a lot more concerts this year. There are dates in our handbook, and we'll be sending home notes and emails. But again, we just want to thank you. Your support is amazing. We have such a beautiful, wonderful band program here at CMA, and it's because of you and your hardworking students. We hope you enjoy this last piece, March for a Norwegian Penguin. Okay, so sixth grade, we're going to send you, put your instruments away in the band room.